Okay, this was my first attempt at this simulation of a sunset, seeing if the sun can vanish into its own reflection. I'm using a convex concave mirror, and you have to have your angle just right on this, otherwise it will not come out right. So please forgive me. Like I say, that this was my first attempt at this. I think I could do probably a few other things differently, but I was literally using the real sun, real clouds, and then at the end of this I will find a video that I have done of a sunset, of the clouds after a sunset, and you can see if they resemble even some of the clouds in this video. Now, I did this on a time lapse, and I wasn't sure if my battery held out long enough to do the whole vanishing act of the sun into its own reflection. But after I reviewed my video, I found that my battery died after it did vanish within its own reflection. So this is possible, and this was done in one whole 50-minute time lapse, and then in a partial 50-minute time lapse, because like I said, my battery did die after I started it the second time, and this is the second part of it right here. I did not put a transition in between them. I just let them run right together, so you could see how this effect could literally work as far as the sun vanishing within its own reflection. And you will also see how these clouds, I do believe there's even a chemtrail that goes by that you will literally see. But there you go. It vanishes within its own reflection, and then you get this cloud formation that, you know, builds up where it's actually mirroring the clouds above, or mirroring the clouds itself. So again, I wanted to do this experiment, and I thought it worked out pretty good. So I'd like to hear your comments and what you think about it. All right, and then I'm going to show you the mirror that I used to do it, and with a little audio with it. All right, I appreciate your views and your comments. All right, I was just doing this test on my mirror of the sun, and that was pretty interesting. So we'll find out how it comes out. So as you pan across this concave, convex mirroring, and I'll see what my findings are. Again, you can see how, just keep it moving back. If I can zoom in on it. Now me moving back. Well, we'll have to just see how my video came out. I tried to duplicate a sunset. Goddamn bug, get off here. So my battery went dead, so I don't know if I completed it. I'm hoping I did. Alright, well, we'll find out. But this is my concave convex mirror. Alright.
Clouds.
See how it works out.
Oh, look, it's touching. Alright, it's touching now. See if I can get that too. With this. No, this ain't as good.
That's the reflection.
Yeah.
That's the true horizon where they meet at. That's what I say. That's the true horizon. I videotaped so many of these.
I've got it with my zoom where I've got it. It's the sun coming up and the sun going down, you know.
I'm zooming back too here.
Oh, I seen something in the water. I couldn't figure out if the guy's pulling in a reel.
I'm zooming back out.
Well, that storm's up north now.
Yeah. I don't normally hand hold this thing, but like I said, I didn't want to get my tripod out.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a better job than I thought I would holding it by hand.
Everything is so wet and everything like that. So.
Well, you seen me almost break my neck on the table.
I'm going to grab my camera right now.
That's actually a beautiful sight. I'm trying to hold her still, people. Yeah, don't fall.
Yeah, we had somewhat of a rainbow a while ago.
That's what I was actually hoping to catch too, is a rainbow, but I don't dare look behind me right now. Alright, pay attention to the boat that's cutting across where the sun's at. And, you know, that's something I very rarely catch, but I've got some where, you know, actually nice videos of boats cutting in front of the sun. And you see when I zoom back how the angle of the light changes and it overexposes itself. And of course, anything that's within that brightness will vanish. But if you compare that to my simulated sunset, and it's pretty interesting. So again, you know, appreciate any comments that you might have. Constructive criticism, that's fine. I do enjoy positive comments on my channel. Vulgar comments will be deleted. So I have some other video here I'm going to show too with this. Okay, I'm going to stick this ND 1000. It's an ice, is what they call it, filter on it. I'm glad that didn't hit the ground. And here comes the rain again. Dang. I can't get the thread on. Trying to be too cautious, I guess. Figured it'd start raining again. And of course, can't see shit. Then bring it back up where that light was. I'll just leave it right there for right now. Put my chair underneath here so it don't get all wet. And believe me, it's a rain. Let me zoom in there. Really? The sun's not behind the clouds. Huh. Yeah, right. Okay. Tell me another one. Okay. Surprised there ain't a rainbow popping up behind me today. Sunlight popping out. And you hear people tell you you're living in a simulation, and they can prove it because the sun's lower than the clouds. Tell them to try another one. And these people are trying to debunk everybody to say that it isn't so, but Matrix Breakout told them, buy a filter. And if you think the sun is nestled in those clouds, wake the hell up. Come on. It's not nestled in the clouds. Well beyond the clouds. I think I gotta have a better focus on it too. Get off my camera, bub. What you can watch as I zoom back, how the sun bleeds through those clouds. And as you zoom back in, you can see the clouds. It has a lot to do with exposure. And you're not zoomed in on it properly, you will get overexposure. Hello. See, like there? Or there? You get it right, and there it is. It's not CGI, people. It's not CGI. Museums are starting to bite. There's there's a big band of dark clouds out there. Let me see if I can find the next place it should come through. Might be able to see it come through right in here. Wish those clouds would move though. Also wish it would have stopped raining. Ankles are wet. Sunset is at 7:32. It is 7:13 right now. Keep my phone out handy. It's going to come right through here somewhere. Yeah, bugs. Me hitting the table. I don't really need a filter either to prove this. I got a video just before the storm, just before Irma came through, that really showed the sun and the sunspots on it. There she is. Always going to the right, too. Don't see no rainbow. I see these other low-hanging clouds. Next video I got to start up in a minute. I'm going to turn down the compensation exposure too. Maybe. It's going through a big thick cloud here. I'm going to just take this filter off, turn on the compensation exposure. There. This compensation exposure turned down. Just getting that in that little sliver of an opening. Now watch. Right. Mirror, mirror on the water. Raining. I'm not going to follow him too long. Look at that water. Come on, people, open your eyes. He's in the rain. I'll follow him till he comes out of the rain.
Doesn't go all the way back there.
No, I'm not bringing that in there. You videoing?
Yeah. That's okay. Tracking a boat.
So you can put your own sound in it later?
I can, yeah. I can delete the audio, whatever I want.
Oh, that's cool.
Put music on, but I don't like putting music on because I get, YouTube will hit you with copyright strikes. I think it's called UGM or UMG. They kill you on using copyrighted material.
So is that rain going away from us or coming towards us?
It's going away.
I'm going to break out my drone.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, early actually. Yep. Yep. Did you read that article? They're doing it to everybody. Yeah, well, Emmett sent me that article. He handed me my bill, I guess yesterday, and I was like so sick about it, and then he sent me that article today, and so I don't know what to do. And when I called,
You got a good one.
it's just about power, like there's no one answering about bills. There's no way. It's like, there's just no way.
What'd you pay?
I basically stole it. I got it for $500.
No kidding. Where at? From somebody else?
Yeah, I have a crazy uncle that has more money than sense.
They couldn't read
And
meters or something.
he got this, he flew it twice, and then the Phantom 4 came out, and he had to have the next one.
That's nice for you.
Yeah, because there's like $1,500 worth of stuff here. But
Yeah.
I got 3 extra batteries, a case, you name it.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Nope, he's being here at 6. like over one of the ports, a feed port, all the way at the end of 50.
Oh, great, here comes rain again.
Not much
Oh,
sun
God,
set,
yeah.
It's kind of cloudy.
You
It's
better bring it
raining
back,
a
huh?
little bit.
It's been off and on. 1 minute it's raining, next minute it ain't. I tried to catch it in my camera. I did. I tried to catch it in my camera. I got you picking it up though. I was trying to zoom back to catch it. Oh, there it is too. The sun.
Oh, of course.
Right there in that little sliver.
Yep.
Oh, just barely catching it too. It's full zoom, that's it.
Not 2,000 millimeters, that's nice.
Yeah, it's got some zoom.
Yeah. 20x. Thereabouts.
Yeah, wind. Oh, it's you. You hit the table.
Oh, that was me. My bad. I'm sorry. I leaned right on it. Don't touch it.
There was a guy that was sitting here talking to me, and he had a hold of the top of it, and he was just shaking it. My video, I looked over at him, I said,
See, what you need is one of these gimbals. See here?
yeah, yeah.
Doesn't matter what I do to it.
I checked into one of those for this camera. It was quite expensive.
I can imagine.
I was like, well, you know what? I'll just deal with a little shaking.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm not zoomed way out,
Yeah.
it really don't make that much of a difference. But if I'm zoomed at full zoom, shakes the crap out of it.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, it's
Man, it's so much for the weatherman, though. I mean, they said there was going to be no rain today, and look, it was raining earlier. I was over in the other part of the park, down by the shore, you know, with my camera down low like this, and it started raining and it chased me out. I said, well, I'd go over here to one of these pavilions and get underneath it. But still, it's pretty rainy.
Yeah, this is not good. I think I got too wet. He doesn't like water, that's for sure.
No. The only thing I'm scared about is flying mine over the water, because I'm not that good at it.
Yeah.
And the better one I've got to use my phone, and I don't know how to program it into my phone. So I kind of was a little afraid to use it. Wow, there it is, right at the
This one,
very
the
edge,
cool
too.
thing about it, if I let go of the sticks, it stops and stays right where it's at.
Yeah, if it wasn't raining, I'd get that sun right at the very edge.
Oh, I know. That was kind of my plan.
Yeah.
That's all the way here from the other side of Brooksville.
Yeah, without that rain, I mean, that rain just boogering it all up. I have to ask and say, you know, the clouds are just as high out there as they are right here above us, pretty much. It's called perspective. That's all I'm going to get out of it right there. With this rain.
You see it, babe?
Looks like a pyramid with a light at the end of it.
Yeah.
She was hoping to get some pictures of the sunset. Not much of any. Here comes an interesting part of this video. You'll see these boats come across, and you'll see where that horizon line, it's kind of meeting the sky. But just think about how the distances, and each little tiny millimeter of ground or water that you see is probably miles long. And as you get closer to me, the distance is less and less, but the farther you get out, the shorter the distance, the longer it is. And that's how that perspective works. These boats are probably, anywhere from 6 to 8 miles from me. And you don't have to take my word for it, but I know that the main bird rack is 4 miles away. So, you know, do your own observations. Don't believe me, and do your own research. That's what I try to tell everybody. I'm not one that I want people to believe me. I want people to go out and do their own observations for themselves. I don't want you to replace a belief system with another belief system, but if you can go out and observe it yourself and do your own research, then you can believe yourself and not believe other people. So just don't take my word for it. Like I say, like, subscribe, and share.